They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Cherry. Working that left side now. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up to the 26 with the 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Wants to throw on 1st down.
Job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go. He did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming in and burns it up. Another sack.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early off the first drive, already had 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. The attempt is no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bryant. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And the Tar Heels are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him. Out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Tar Heels want to move quickly. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Soft spot in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Trying to bail in. Touchdown, UNC! They put the first points on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is ball?
Just feel our way through this first quarter. I did a little more tempo earlier than I wanted to. I'm going to slow it down next drive. Let's see.
Make the big play, get the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Just a short pass to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. What a cut. Now he's loose. Lots of running room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. They wrap him up. They try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stuck in the backfield.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3.
That's on me. That's my man. I lost him.
Exclamation point on that drive. Timing and better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their tight end. From the shotgun, they hand off to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to blow. A confident, tough, efficient run gets up to the 44.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the air, it's Cherry. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Gonna run it. It's Lee. Look out, he's got room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to break those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire right when the ball snapped. He's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll open this drive, looking to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll leave it with him. They can't get him to the ground. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Tar Heels in the hurry up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. Gets it out fast. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Tar Heels come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on third down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football, but all week long they decided on the biggest downs in this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there.
Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got Will trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, going to the air. Complete out of the backfield. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Oh, they're over him. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's second and 12. On the move, it's Lee. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line
are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. They'll leave it with the lone back. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. To the air, it's Stevens. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going right to work on top. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. Under fire. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in beautiful rhythm. Finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pocket breaking down. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish on the half, but we'll head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Pitt will try to move this thing deep to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there, make
After a successful run, they're now going to hurry up.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on third. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You can just see the excitement this defense has. Every play, they're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
It's Cherry. Wide open downfield. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, down a throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down to the 44.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
We hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. That's caught. It's Williams. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
The QB did a great job hanging in the pocket, showing great toughness. But I will tell you this, that offensive coordinator ain't happy. He doesn't want to see those hits continue to pile up on his QB.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. He'll do it himself. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand this, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big one, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it good.
Can't beat the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
reception. He'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Pitt. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
To the air on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Caught in the backfield. It's Blair. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. And it'll be down right there. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead player. I got the football. I got to take care of the football. Put a nice drive together. We'll just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now for this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
Looking downfield, it's Cherry. And the quarterback is knocked down at the 13.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and you're on just the second play of the drive. They're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just throw that one away to avoid disaster.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the return will be brought down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense?
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a lot of credit, too. Even though this guy has thrown 2 interceptions, they're still calling plays and being aggressive in the passing game, letting him take shots, and now it's paying off.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Give to the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line and pick up of 1. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry up.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Offense in a bunch formation. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Really really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
It is good. It cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take the knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Cherry. Using the quick game. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw. You're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Lee. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. On the ground, it's Lee. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense running the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. Slithers into space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows. He's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that run.
Great job on the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Hand off from the gun. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw at Stevens. Got him downfield. Speeding down the left side. Pass attack. Slippery slide. Finding his way right away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida State is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 25 to Cal. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Man, great effort by the defense there. They almost come up with the interception. The defender just couldn't get his foot back in bounds.
Looking to pass. It's Cherry. Here's the pressure. And he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for those responsive guys.
Brought down at the 28. A jump break, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. He's got two. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback run
for him right there.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Good work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Scanning the field, it's Cherry. They're working that left side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws.
Intercepted, big play, stopping the drive. He goes down for the short return of a one-day play that gets the football back.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need this stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, they're done. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Looking to fire. Behind his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now the play fake. That pass is well on target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Big man has it, it's a first down and more. And he goes out of bounds short of the marker. I don't think... Close. Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And here's a fumble right behind the line. Defense hasn't done on the move. Running wide open down the battlefield. And this feels like the exclamation point. The defense with a scoop
They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Setting up for the PAT, and when he gets this late, every point matters. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody staying in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now, they've got to find it.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, though. And that's what it sounds like on the sidelines when coaches gotta stop turning the football.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Cherry. Under fire. Oh, and he got it well as he just got rid of the football.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're putting their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, the defense is set. And they're driving down after a good return on the interception.
We've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that take.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the bench into the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Middle Tennessee is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 28 over Georgia Southern. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Defense playing a bail technique. Wants to go up top on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. They'll try to close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays to the passing attack vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. It's gone. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stops for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And he's just going to spike it.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Defense might bring the house here. Back to throw, it's Cherry. Deep shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is ended.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. This team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks. They've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.